Did y'all not see it? It was Duchess.
Copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Hey everybody, my name is Duchess and this is the Duchess Podcast, where we talk about true crime and missing cases. Welcome everybody to Missing Flyer Monday. We are sharing missing flyers from all along the East Coast and across the United States. I have people that have sent me flyers and asked me to feature them tonight, and we're going to be covering a lot of local flyers in my community in the Carolinas, all the way from Florida, all the way up to Connecticut. I have a lot of flyers that we are going to be sharing tonight. So I do appreciate you guys being here. We have a lot of flyers to go over. But first, I want to go over and say hey to everybody in chat. I appreciate y'all being here. Please don't forget to hit the like button and share this video out to make sure that these people get their faces and factual information shared around on social media to help bring them home safely to their families. We have a lot of really great updates. I have a lot of people that have been located safely, and I want to make sure that I share those with you also. And if you hear my pit bull in the background, she's excited because her daddy just got home and she's barking, so I apologize in advance for that. I did see that. Hey Naomi, thank you for being a member for 3 months. And we also had someone else that joined the membership. Let me go back up here. Curvy Barbie, welcome to the Dutch Bus. Let me play y'all into our little membership here. Let me get down here to my little membership video. Hey, Wani. Thank you guys so much for being a member. I really appreciate you. So good to see you, Wani. I hope everybody's doing well. Tried to get everybody on the screen, but I want to go over and say hey to everybody. We got Elizabeth Lander in the house. Hope you're doing good, Elizabeth. You need to be resting. Welcome, Curvy Barbie OG. Hey, Crafty Girl. Always good to see you. Hey, Peekaboo. Hey, X. Always good to see you. Hey, Twist. Thanks for being here. Hey, Baton Rouge. Hey, Kitty Coo. Allegedly speculating. Thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Justice Jane. Hey, Ree. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Steph. Hey, Christina. Hope you're doing well. Have you had any updates about your son? I keep hoping that one day I'm going to have this live stream and you're going to come in and tell me that there's been news about Aaron. If you guys don't know, Christina's son, Aaron Fortner, is missing. So, you know, we have a lot of families that come over and come to these live streams. And that's why I ask for you guys, listen, if you're in chat with somebody that you don't like, you can block them. If you don't get along with them, you can coexist with people in chat. And Nightbot's going to throw up a thing here in just a second that will tell you guys, like, listen, if you have issues with somebody, you can just block them by clicking the 3 dots next to their name or on their comment. And if you're on your mobile phone, you can press and hold their name and just block them. Hey, Vibrator, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing good. Hey, Darcy. Always good to see you. Hey, Barbara. Hey, MK. Hey, Rubber Ramada. I appreciate that so much. And your dog looks just like my baby. I love that so much. Your baby and my baby look just like. I hope you're well, Wani R. Hadn't seen you in a little bit. I hope everything's been going good. I got so many missing flyers tonight, so we're going to have to stay on course so I can get all of this information out to you. Hey, Cat's Eye. Thank you so much for being here. And Naomi, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Hey, Ida and Anthony. So good to see you. Hey, Jennifer. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Katie33. So good to see you. Hey, Chico. Appreciate you being here. All right, we have a lot to talk about. So let me get over here. In fact, my husband called me on his way home and he said, babe, I saw 3 missing flyers. And I said, well, did you download them and send them to me? And he was like, I'm driving. I can't. I said, well, you're supposed to send them to me, babe, so that I can show them. So I'm waiting for him to let me know if he figured out the 3 people that were missing that he wanted me to share. So we're going to get started because I have a lot of flyers and a lot of updates to give you guys. Where do we begin? Vibrator, you blocked Thor? You blocked everybody's favorite but mine, Thor. I'm sure he's a good guy, but we don't see eye to eye. Hey, you got to do what you got to do for you. I don't judge anybody for their personal decisions. I appreciate you being here, though, Vibrator, and I'm glad you changed your name back to your original name that you've had for like 12 years. Don't let nobody boss you around and tell you what to do. All right, so this was the last flyer that somebody sent me. When I first went to college, I went to East Carolina University. So I have a lot of friends that are from that area. Hey, nonsense. And so one of my college buddies told me, said, are you doing your Missing Flyer Monday? Because I got to shoot one over to you real quick. And so they did. So I'm going to show that one right out the gate. This is a runaway juvenile, Edward Patrick Deans. He is 17 years old, missing out of Pitt County, North Carolina. That's Greenville area. That's on the East Coast area of North Carolina. Edward Patrick Deans, 17 years old, 5 feet 11, 170 pounds, with blonde hair and blue eyes. He was last seen in northern Pitt County on February 24th of 2025, wearing a tan long-sleeve shirt and black pants. If you have information, please contact the Pitt County Sheriff's Office or the Pitt Greenville Crime Stoppers. And those numbers are listed on this flyer. You can find this flyer on my Facebook. I have not shared this yet to my YouTube community wall, but I'll do so after this live stream so that you guys can share that out. Hey, ArcXX79, thank you so much for being here. Hope you're doing good. And this is case number 2025-01239 on Edward Patrick Deans out of Pitt County, North Carolina. Now we got a few updates on some flyers that I made last year that I've been waiting on for some updates. This is Jesse Jennings missing out of Summerville, South Carolina. And this was listed on the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and Jesse has been located safe. So that's a great update. We also have Jason Dornberg out of Aiken, South Carolina. He was missing March 9th of 2024, and he has been located safe, according to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So that's another great update. I love getting positive updates. We also have Xavier Halls that was missing out of Summerville. That is Dorchester County, South Carolina. And Xavier was missing March of 2024, and I finally got a notification from Nick Mick that Xavier was also located safe. Isn't it nice, Ark, to see the located? It's such a relief. And I did go over to Nick Mick today to double check to make sure that these are accurate, because sometimes I do have the same juveniles that some of these are runaways. They go missing multiple times, but these kids right here are not currently on the list. So that is a relief. We also have Valencia Starks out of Columbia, Richland County, South Carolina. She was on the Nick Mick website as of February of last year, and I got a notification just a week ago that she was also located safe. We also have Michaela Boyd that was missing out of Columbia, Richland County, South Carolina. I couldn't get an update. Nick Mick had her actively missing, and I did reach out to Columbia Police Department, and I got a phone call back, and they let me know that she has been located safe. So we're going to try to start this live stream out on a positive note, with all of these people being found safe. We also have Brianna Deal that was missing out of Spartanburg County, South Carolina. That's on the west part of South Carolina, and she has also been located safe. We also have Zariah Evans that was missing in February of 2024. Out of Beaufort County, South Carolina, and she has been located safe as well. We also have Trendon Beeson. He was missing over a year, and he has been located safe out of my county in Horry County, South Carolina. Pika, it has been a Monday for sure. My Monday didn't start out great either. Mondays are tough, I think. We also had a positive outcome for Shayla Roscoe, who was missing out of Orangeburg County, South Carolina, from Ellery, and she was also located safe. So I think that's great that we kind of started out on that note of having these people be located safe. So I'm going to go over here to the chat, see if I missed anything. I appreciate all of your... Thank you, Pika, for posting that. Welcome to Missing Flyer Monday with our host, Dutchie. Please wipe your feet and mind your manners. Also, streak to the like button, please, and thank you. I appreciate that, Pika. I appreciate all the moderators and the members and subscribers for being here. I appreciate y'all. Exactly, Wani, but God. It doesn't always turn out that way, unfortunately, for a lot of these missing cases. And many of you know that Sebastian Rogers, the anniversary of him missing for an entire year, is going to be coming up on the 26th of February. And I know that it's going to be very difficult for his parents. And I feel like things are amping up. And it concerns me greatly, because I was really hoping that we would have a positive outcome in Sebastian's case. But I do feature him along with some other missing cases that I've spoken to the families in my intro to give you a short summary of their circumstances of disappearance, so that each time that we have Missing Flyer Monday, that you guys can see their faces, see their flyers, know their story, and remember that they're still missing. Becky, thank you. Thank you. That really means a lot to me. I appreciate that. Thank you for all you do, says Nonsense. I appreciate that so very much. Just doing what we can. We all have something that we can contribute. You guys share out the flyers that I make, and that means a lot to me. And I appreciate you coming here to look at their faces and share the information out, because it means a lot to their families. So thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me. Hey, Lindsay, tuning in from Houston, Texas. You guys have a lot of missing people out there, too. I think I've got a couple people on here from Texas tonight. Thank you, Pika. February's a tough month, isn't it, Barbara? Wani says, oh, I know. I've had a family member that was missing. The outcome wasn't good. That's why I'm into what you do. I appreciate that, Wani. I think we can all pay it forward to help people that are in need. Now, there was a subscriber that reached out to me and sent me this flyer and said, would you please share this because this person's missing from my community? And I said, absolutely, that I would. This is Tyson Leverett, and he's missing from Elberton, Georgia. And he went missing this year on my birthday, January the 18th of 2025. And I'm going to look up and see if I can find if there's any other specific information about the circumstances of Tyson's disappearance that might not be included on this flyer, to make sure there's no other missing updates that I need to bring you. I know this is out of Elbert County, Georgia. And this went out, I believe, on February the 6th. To be on the lookout for Tyson Leverett. And Tyson is 36 years old. He's from Elberton, Georgia. A code red alert was issued by Elbert County Emergency Services and Elbert County Sheriff's Office in effort to develop leads in Tyson's disappearance. He was last seen January the 18th in Elbert County area of northeast Georgia. Again, he's 36 years old. He is 6 feet 4 inches tall and weighs 180 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes, and he's known to wear glasses. I saw that Cody Alcorn also shared his case. And that's really all of the information that I have about him. I do know that Elbert County, Georgia Sheriff's Department did say that they are continuing to work diligently and follow up on every tip and lead that they receive, and they are working closely with other agencies to find answers. And if you could call their tip line at 706-408-7311, which is different from the number on this flyer, but this is also another contact from the Elbert County Sheriff's Department on this flyer. This flyer is provided by Missing People in America. I do have the link to their Facebook in the description of this video. So if you want to go over there and check them out, I share a lot of their cases. They send me cases on my Facebook to ask if I will share them out. And they know that I do my Missing Flyer Mondays. So I try to get as many of their flyers in as I can as possible. So if you have any information, or if all my Georgia people, South Carolina people, Florida, Alabama, if you could please get this flyer out for Tyson, I would appreciate it so very much. Vibrator said, I have to share, we went to my brother-in-law's funeral. I remember you telling me that, Vibrator. I'm so very sorry for your loss. And as they put his casket in the ground, we realized they dug the hole in the wrong place, and they had to pull it out and take him back to the funeral home. I am so very sorry. That is very traumatic. I can't even... I don't even know how to process that, Vibrator. I'm speechless. I'm so very sorry. I've been thinking of you, and I'm sending my thoughts and prayers to you. That has got to be so tough. Please let us know how you're doing. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Hey, Kathy 4. Chico says, I'm another nonsense. I'm just the Walmart greeter, and I barely do that, but I appreciate everything you do, Dutch, and I mean that. Chico, I just appreciate you being here. And thank you for all you do on your channel. If y'all aren't subbed up to some of these amazing channels, you need to be. Mods, feel free to share each other's links, and if you have a channel, let the moderators know, and they'll be happy to share it. I know Timmy's Legacy has a channel, Nonsense, Chico, allegedly speculating. Please feel free to let the mods know, and they'll be happy to look up your channel and drop it. Hey, Hetty Lamar. So good to see you. I hope you're well. Hey, Cold Case Crystal. It's okay, honey. I know you've been going through a lot lately. I've been thinking of you. You snuck in? That's all right. There's probably some people watching in the bushes, too. Hey, y'all in the bushes. Y'all go up there and smack that like button for me. That's all right, Crystal. You do what you got to do. All right, next on the list, we still have Clint Bonell that is missing. Now there is a $25,000 reward for information to help find him. This case is not far from my home, just north of me in Cumberland County, North Carolina. And it's been 28 days since Clint has been missing. And I know that his sister made a post on Facebook and said some very interesting things that I wanted to share with you guys. Her post reads, it's been, and this was 4 days ago, by the way, y'all. It's 24 days since my brother Clint Bonell went missing, and it's time to start asking some very direct questions. Why isn't my brother's wife doing media interviews or pleading to help find my brother? Why is she refusing to sit down with me to talk? Why did she refuse to file a missing person report? What was she burning in the burn pile when law enforcement showed up looking for Clint? Why did the cameras around their property mysteriously disappear? Why did she get an attorney? These are uncomfortable questions to ask, but I'm not going to stop until my brother is found or we get answers. And this was following an article that was posted 4 days ago by the Fayetteville Observer. And I'm just going to go over here and see if I can pull that article up. And in this article, it says, it's been 3 weeks since Cumberland County vet went missing. Where is Clinton Bonell? Clinton is a retired Green Beret, and he's been missing from Cumberland County. He retired from the military in December of 2024 and was last seen on January 27th. He was reported missing by a friend on January the 29th after he didn't show up for a class at Methodist University. According to his sister Stephanie, he was happy and doing really well. Clint was a Special Forces medic, and his sister lives in Texas, and she says he was not the type of veteran that has no focus, no drive, and feels lost after retirement. He was excited. She says that her brother retired from the military in December, and the two are originally from Texas, but her brother moved to North Carolina shortly after joining the military around 9/11. She also stated that he lived on Butler Nursery Road with his wife, Shayna, and was accepted into Methodist University's physician assistant program. So he's also very intelligent. His sister also says that when she last saw her brother, he had just finished his first semester at the school. She said that he came and stayed with her for a week in Texas, and she says, "I'm super thankful that I got to see him and that he was in amazingly great spirits, super excited to be in the physician's assistance program." But then Stephanie said on that day her brother went missing, that he went to Fit for Life Gym on Owen Drive around 3 p.m. before going to Methodist University to prepare for some tests from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. She said that his classmates and advisors became concerned after Clint did not show up for class January 28th. She said her brother's courses were very stringent. If you don't show up for class and you don't call to say that you're sick or whatever, you can get kicked out of the program after 1 or 2 absences. She said, "It's my understanding that his advisors were made aware of this, and when they repeatedly called his phone and could not get through to him, that's when they called for a welfare check." And since her brother's disappearance, she said that Clint's phone has received no activity and has been powered off since January the 28th. She also observed that a friend filed that missing persons report and that she has been in contact with Clint's daughter, who is away from the area at college, and that she is absolutely perplexed and concerned about her father's disappearance. Also, Clint's parents, who still live in Texas, have not heard from their missing son. Again, Clint is described as being 6 feet, 4 inches tall, weighing about 195 pounds, and he was wearing a plaid button-up shirt, a black hoodie, and brown pants, according to the Cumberland County Sheriff's Office. Anyone with information on his whereabouts needs to notify Sergeant J. McLeod at 910-677-5548 or call 911. You can also reach out to Crime Stoppers in Cumberland County at 910-483-TIPS, and that's 483-8477. This case has me truly perplexed as well. I had no idea about the wife not talking. So I'm going to go over here to the comments because I just kind of want to pick up what you guys are saying about this case. I have shared his flyer a couple of times, and but this is my first time hearing all of this extra information. Hey, NJ Robin, so good to see you. I hope you're well. Thanks for being here. That was my response when I read that. It's wild, isn't it? Chico says, "Me and my sister-in-law will be having a come to Jesus meeting." I don't get good vibes about this at all. Yes, he is highly decorated. Yes, he just retired from the military. He was a medic. Been serving since 9/11. Nope, never reported him missing. Won't talk to the family. Didn't want to file a missing persons report. I hope they are too, Ark. Hey, Terry Dean. Thank you for being here. Vibrator, thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. I'm not sure what I'd do without Dutch and nonsense. Thank you both so much. Oh, Vibrator, we're so glad you're a part of our channels. We really appreciate your support so very much. Green Beret, not one to be messed with. I don't know. I got ideas, but I'm not trying to speculate here. This is just one of those cases that don't know. Yeah, and unfortunately, it sounds like some time went by in between the report and the actual date, so cameras might not be very helpful. But it is interesting to note, Ark, that there were cameras and that they have been removed. So what happened to Clint Bonell? He's going to school to be a PA. He's done his time in the military. He's obviously a very intelligent man. Fayetteville's probably maybe about an hour north of me. I'm in North Myrtle Beach. So the North Carolina, South Carolina line's probably about 5 miles from me. So this isn't far from me at all. I got serious concerns. So if you see any of these flyers that are going around about Clint Bonell, please share that out. I'm interested to see what comes out of this case, because I don't have a good feeling about it. So I wanted to make sure that I shared that again, because I wanted to give you guys this update from his sister, because I had no idea. I did know that he had a wife, and I knew that he had a daughter in college, but I had no idea that the wife didn't want to report him missing, that the cameras were removed off the house, and that she isn't speaking to anybody in the family. She refuses to. I get chills just thinking about it. I don't like it. So if you see Clint's flyer, please do share it out, because I know his family wants to get justice, and they are from Texas. And I saw Lindsay's in here. Lindsay, you're from Texas. If you could please share Clint's information out there, I know his family would be really grateful. We got to get the word out. What happened to Clint Bonell? I'm going to see if I can copy this article from the Fayetteville Observer. Let me go over here on my phone. So if you guys want to check out this article, I want you to go over there and read it for yourself. And, Lord, that link is so long, I can't even get it all in the chat. Let's see if I can get a shorter link over there. I sure will, Vibrator. He just got home. He's in there eating him some dinner. He's working late today, but I will tell him. I put him on doggy babysit duty, because she's been a handful today. Appreciate you being here, NorCal Jim. Well, yes, NorCal Jim. The sister did say that the wife has got an attorney now. Hey, Michelle. I'm so glad to see you, sis. Hope you're doing good today. How do you subscribe to Nonsense's channel? I bet I can have one of the moderators drop her link for you. Yeah, he needs to come online and say hey to y'all sometime. He's worked hard today. He's been at work since 5:30 this morning. He's probably in there passed out on the couch. But he will. He will. I'll get him to come in here sometime soon. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that, sis. All right, next we got Damien Sawyers, and this is a sad update. I shared Damien's flyer. This is from the Aware Foundation of Virginia. We appreciate all that Kenny Gerald's and his 501c3 does. They share and make missing flyers and share cases from all around the United States. Arctic Fox volunteers with them. They just recently reached out to me and asked me to start volunteering with them. So, we're happy to do whatever we can to help to pay it forward. So, Kenny is sending me things that he wants me to do to help out with the Aware Foundation, and I'm happy to do it. So I always share their flyers. Their link is in the description of this video as well, if you guys are interested in following them on Facebook. Unfortunately, Damien was found deceased. He was missing out of Montgomery County, Virginia. So I wanted to give you guys that update. Nonsense. They're not on the fundraiser option for YouTube. You know what? I will have Arctic. Well, I mean, Kenny just messaged me a few days ago. I will send him a message back, and I will ask him if he can check into that, because he's the owner of the foundation. So I'll ask him if he can check into it, because that would be great if we could pay it forward to them. They do incredible work, and I do appreciate everything that Kenny does. So many wonderful volunteers over there. Thank you for letting me know. I will. I don't know if Arctic is. I haven't actually talked to him today. He might not be. He might be busy today, or he may not be feeling well. Or I can have Arctic to reach out to him, because he talks to Kenny. So I'll have him to ask. Oh, you're welcome, NJ Robin. Now, next we have Robert Trent, and I have a few people from the Connecticut area. So I was asked to share this flyer for Mr. Robert Trent, missing out of New Haven, Connecticut. The New Haven Police Department is attempting to locate a missing 51-year-old male. Robert Trent was last seen in New Haven, Connecticut on February 11th of 2025. Robert has a blue CT Transit Spouse Pass that can be used on transit buses or courtesy rides on trains. Robert has a medical condition that requires medication and may need medical attention. He has several tattoos, including the name Anna Marie on the top of his arm and shoulder, a tiger tattoo with the word savage on his leg, a fish on the back of his calf, and tattoos on his arms. He has a mustache and goatee. If you have any information on Robert's whereabouts, please contact the New Haven Police Department at 203-946-6304. This is case number 25-7749. Robert Trent, missing out of New Haven, Connecticut. Hello, the Mad King Aries. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hey, Catering Winch. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. You grabbed that one, Crafty Girl? Good. Please do share it out. This is on my Facebook page, and I'm not sure if I posted this one on my YouTube community wall. I'll go and check after this live. If it's not on there, I'll make sure to put it on my community wall so anyone who wants to share this out, they can. All right, next we have Jessica Robin Smith. This is another lady that is missing out of Pitt County, North Carolina. Again, that's in the Greenville, North Carolina area. Jessica is 40 years old. She has brown hair and brown eyes. She is 5 feet 1 inches tall and weighs 198 pounds. The Pitt County Sheriff's Office is requesting the public's assistance in locating a missing 40-year-old female. Jessica Robin Smith was last seen in Pitt County, North Carolina on February the 22nd of 2025. She was driving a red 2003 Dodge Ram truck. Her clothing description is unknown. If you have any information regarding her whereabouts, please contact the Pitt County Sheriff's Office at 252-830-4141. Case number 2025-01306. Jessica Robin Smith, missing from Pitt County, North Carolina. Me too, Kitty Coo. I do hope these families do get answers. That's a good question, NJ Robin. On Clint's case, I hope they do have cameras. I'm sure law enforcement is investigating thoroughly. And I will keep you guys posted on that. And if you guys see some information on it and you want to send it to me, you can reach me at my email. You can also reach me on my Facebook. My email is duchess4themissing@gmail.com. Feel free to email me any information. I'm happy to share it. If you have a missing flyer you want to share, you can hit me up on Facebook or on email, and I'll be happy to share it. Next, we have Joshua Redondocruz, and this is a silver alert out of Connecticut. I had a subscriber that asked me if I would please share this flyer for little Joshua. He is 2 years old, and he is missing out of Bridgeport, Connecticut. Joshua is 2 years old. He has black hair and brown eyes. He is 2 feet 5 inches tall and weighs 30 pounds. A silver alert has been issued for Joshua Redondocruz, a 2-year-old missing out of Bridgeport, Connecticut, since Wednesday, February the 12th of 2025. Details of how Joshua became missing were not immediately available. No description was given of the clothing that he was wearing when he was last seen. Anyone with information on the whereabouts of Joshua is urged to call the Bridgeport Police Department at 203-576-7671. And of course, you can always dial 911. Again, this is a Connecticut silver alert for Joshua Redondocruz, age 2, out of Bridgeport, Connecticut. He's just a baby, y'all. If you see this flyer, please, please, please share this out. I'm going to go over here and look to see if I see any current updates on him. Now, remember we had a conversation about the gold alert, the silver alert, and how it's different in every state. I wish that there was more of a consistent alert system in the United States for each state, so it would be consistent across the board. And just to let everybody know, the reason he's included in the silver alert here in South Carolina, a silver alert usually goes out for someone who is elderly or that may have dementia or memory problems, things of that nature. The Connecticut silver alert is, the criteria is set by each individual state for the silver alert. And in Connecticut, a silver alert can pertain to a missing child under 18 years old, a missing person between 18 and 65 years old who has mental health issues, or someone who is over 65. And I feel like that's kind of broad. But like I said, each state has their own amber silver alert system, how they run it. So once the police receive that missing persons report and a description of the person, the information is broadcast via radio, television, lottery distributors, and electronic highway signs through the EAS, and that is the Emergency Alert System. And the planned alerts the public as quickly as possible to the disappearance so that everyone may assist in the search for the safe return of the individual. And so far, I don't see any updates on this. I do see an article here. Let me see if there's any other further information here. No. That news article has the exact same information that's on this flyer. And it's hard to believe that there is no further information than this. If you guys are on Facebook, I'm going to drop you that link for him in this chat if you guys want to go over there and check out the Aware Foundation's post about Joshua, if you want to keep up with that. We appreciate you being here, NJ Robin. Thank you. NorCal Jim says, these alerts need to be a nationwide standard, in my opinion. It's too easy to cross state lines. Legislation is very challenging from my experience. I agree. I agree, Kitty Coo, for sure. Thank you for dropping that petition. If you guys have not read this petition by Arctic Fox about updating and standardizing the U.S. Amber Alert system, please do go over there and give it a read. And if you are inclined to do so, I would like it if you guys could please sign it and then share that out on your social media. I do hope Joshua is found safe and as soon as possible. Time is of the essence. And that's why we have these live streams, because I don't hear anybody else talking about these missing people, showing their faces. This little 2-year-old boy is missing, and I haven't heard one person talk about it. Anybody else in chat? Has anyone else? There's 24 people watching. 24 people. Oh, now 23. One person left. Has anybody else heard somebody talking about this case? Is anybody sharing these flyers for these little kids that are missing? This is critical, guys. No worries, Pika. Go do what you got to do. No X? Nope. Not a word? Just checking. That's why we do these streams. But you see, I don't get a lot of subscribers over here because this isn't something they want to talk about. And Michelle, sis, you know, these don't bring the money for their grifts. Now, I will say that today I was watching Nonsense and somebody gave me a heads up that Bullhorn Betty and Justin and some other people like the mob crew are wanting to latch on to Jaden Carpenter's case. Sure enough. And y'all know we covered that case. I'm an administrator over there in Jaden's group with her sister. Cold Case Crystal has covered that case. We've done billboards for Jaden. I've made missing flyers for Jaden. In fact, I just updated Jaden's flyer, but I just got notified by somebody in her chat that let me know about this. And that we don't need that to happen. And I did reach out to Jaden's sister to warn her, just like I have to warn everybody else, that this could be a situation and that she may want to avoid this situation. NJ Robin, I could reach out to Diddy Ron. Yeah. I need to find his email. I'm a member to his channel, but I haven't even gotten over there lately. But, hopefully he would share out some of these flyers. That would be great. Hey, KCG. You're so very welcome. Yeah, just say no to dramatic grifters. I kind of had to explain to her, what's happened in these other cases, and that I don't want her family and all of these things to happen to her family, because you just never know what's going to happen. Hey, Twist, so good to see you. Well, I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that doesn't happen, because I just it's not good. Okay, we got another case that's really important that I need to get you guys to push out for me. This is Jazmine Paris Renee Griffin and her child Kyrie Josiah Darren Bonds. Jazmine is 15 years old. She has black hair and brown eyes. She's 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighs 130 pounds. Kyrie Bonds is 3 months old, black hair and brown eyes, 2 feet tall, 15 pounds. The Prince William County Police Department is asking for the public's help in locating a 15-year-old Jazmine Griffin and 3-month-old Kyrie Bonds. Jazmine reportedly left with Kyrie from their home on Eisenhower Circle in the Woodbridge area of Prince William County, Virginia, overnight on February the 22nd of 2025. Jazmine is believed to be missing under voluntary circumstances and may be in need of assistance. I mean, we have a child that is missing without a child, that's missing with another child. I mean, she's 15 years old, guys. Anyone with information on the whereabouts of Jazmine or Kyrie, please reach out to the Prince William County Police Department at 703-792-6500 or contact your local police department, or you can call 911. And again, this flyer is provided by the Aware Foundation of Virginia. And again, their link is in the description if you want to go over and check their page out. Yes, 2 babies, Timmy's legacy. This is 2 babies that are missing. And I'm sure their family is very worried about them. And I just want to make sure I don't have any updates on this case as of today. Here we go. Prince William County Police Department. I'm going to go see if we've got... And this was just posted yesterday. Missing endangered juveniles. And that's all the information that I have. I sure do hope they're safe. Or maybe a neighbor has some Ring camera footage, or there's security camera footage of when she left. Like, did she get a Lyft, an Uber, a taxi? I mean, she doesn't have a driver's license, so somebody had to pick her up. Did she just go walking down the road? I've got questions. So the mother is 15 and the child is 3 months old. I'm very concerned. Hey, Kay Kanuga, thank you so much for being here. It's good to see you. And don't forget to like and share this stream out. It helps to support the channel for free. Timmy's Legacy, that's a good question. Is she with the baby's dad? They did not answer any of that information in the police report that I read. So it's hard to say. So if you see this flyer for Jazmine and Kyrie, please do share it out. They are missing out of Prince William County, Virginia. This is an endangered missing juvenile alert. They're both missing juveniles. Next, we have Janae Saxton. This is a Maddie's call out of Georgia. Janae is 50 years old. She has black hair and brown eyes. She's 5 feet 2 inches tall and weighs 185 pounds. The Maddie's call was put out by the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. The Roxdale County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in locating Janae Saxton. Janae was last seen leaving a residence in the 2700 block of Turner Road Southwest in Conyers, Georgia, on February 21st of 2025 at 11:15 p.m. She was last seen wearing green pajama pants, black shoes, a long furred coat with a hood, and carrying a pink purse. Miss Saxton does suffer from mental health issues. She has a residential address in Covington, Georgia, and likes to frequent eating establishments in Conyers and Covington, Georgia. If you have seen Janae Saxton and want to provide law enforcement with information, you can contact Sergeant Dylan Hines or Investigator Kenval Thomas at 770-278-8000. And again, this is a Maddie's call for Janae Saxton from the GBI out of Rockdale County, Conyers, Georgia. If you see this flyer, please do share it out in hopes that she will be found safe. And Lavea Nicole Jones, that is a flyer that I shared on last week's Missing Flyer Live. And Lavea was located safe. She was missing out of Hendersonville, Tennessee, back on February the 7th, and she was located safe. So I wanted to let you guys know we did get a positive outcome, and I'm so glad that Lavea is safe. Catering Winch, thank you. Thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. I really appreciate that so very much. If you received a membership from Catering Winch, please thank them. Welcome to the Dutch Bus Sunday Doodles, True Friends, TLC07, Ruru, and K. McD. Welcome, 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 y'all, to the Dutch Bus. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you, Catering Winch. I appreciate you supporting the channel. All right, who we got up here next? There's so many people that are missing. I really feel like 2025 was not off to a good start this year. I can't believe how many people we have missing this year. Yes, welcome new members. Next, we have Joseph Mitchell. Joseph Cortez Mitchell has been missing from Jackson, Tennessee since February the 4th of 2025. The Jackson Police Department is attempting to locate a missing 36-year-old male. Joseph, who is also known as Memphis and South Memphis, was hospitalized on January the 31st, 2025, to be treated for injuries after being assaulted by a group of individuals. After he was released on February the 4th of 2025, he went silent and has not been heard from since. This case doesn't give me good vibes, y'all. He has a C tattooed on his left hand and 400 tattoo on his left arm, the number 400. Joseph is 36 years old. He has black hair and brown eyes. He is 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighs 180 pounds. You want me to repeat the first part? The Jackson Police Department is attempting to locate a missing 36-year-old male. Joseph Cortez Mitchell has been missing from Jackson, Tennessee since February 4th of 2025. He's also known as Memphis, and he's also known as South Memphis. Joseph was hospitalized on January 31st of 2025 and was treated for injuries after being assaulted by a group of individuals. After he was released on February the 4th, he went silent, and he has not been heard from since. He has a C, the letter C, tattooed on his left hand, and he has the number 400 tattooed on his left arm. If you have any information regarding his location or his disappearance, please call the Jackson Police Department at 731-425-8400, or you can call 911. Joseph is 36 years old. He has black hair and brown eyes. He's 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighs 180 pounds. Joseph also goes by Memphis and South Memphis. I'm not sure what 400 stands for. So that's really interesting. I don't think that's an area code out that way. Chico could better answer you. Chico and Michelle. Vibrator says, is Jackson in the Memphis area? Hey, XX Country, good to see you. You think he looks familiar, Pika? If y'all see this flyer, please do share it out everywhere. Jackson is between Nashville and Memphis. Chico says, Jackson is 45-minute drive from us, if that. You can only claim the name South Memphis if you're from there. And unfortunately, South Memphis is ruthless. I grew up in it, and you barely make it out. Oh, gosh. Oh, 400. That's what 400 is. Oh. Yeah, this one doesn't give me good vibes, Chico and Pika. If y'all see this flyer for him, please do share it out. I'll make sure to post this on my YouTube community wall, but it is on my Facebook. Kind of has me worried. He was already attacked by a group of individuals and put in the hospital. Some of these people are brutal. What makes you think they weren't waiting on him when he got out? Chico said he's affiliated. That's why I said repeat that for me. He's from here and probably moved to Jackson to get away. That's a good point. Kay Kanuga, thank you so much for joining the membership. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Dutch Bus. We're so happy to have you. I appreciate your support. It means the world to me. Please do get this flyer out, everybody. Yeah, he may have wanted out, but sometimes you just don't get out of that kind of life. Not without repercussions. It's tough. Next, we got Jacqueline de Claremont. I shared her flyer, the last couple of missing Monday flyer lives. And she's been located safe. She was missing out of Arizona. And I had asked you guys to share that out of Pima County. I had a friend in Arizona that sent me this, and she has been located safe. So I wanted to let you guys know that if you didn't already see the update on that. Elizabeth says you can jump in, but you can't jump out. Yeah, that's kind of the impression that I've gotten. That's the same way with motorcycle clubs. You know, when you get involved in some of the outlaw clubs, you know, you can do all the things to get in, but it's not that easy to get out. It's hard to break away from that stuff. Yeah. Next, we have Tyana Doctor. Tyana is 16 years old. She has brown hair and brown eyes. She's 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighs 142 pounds. The Fayetteville Police Department's Youth Services detectives are requesting the public's assistance in locating 16-year-old Tyana Doctor. She was last seen in the area of Owen Drive in Fayetteville, Cumberland County, North Carolina, on February 13th of 2025. Tyana was last seen wearing a black hoodie with Tokyo in yellow on the front. If anyone has information concerning the whereabouts of Tyana Doctor, they are asked to contact Detective H. Vernon at 910-758-6700. Again, Tyana is missing out of Fayetteville, Cumberland County, North Carolina. Fayetteville, Cumberland County is probably one of the highest rate of missing people and crimes in North Carolina. It's kind of right near the military bases and all of that, but there's some pretty nefarious stuff that goes down, and we call it Vietnam. That's the nickname we have for that area. You don't want to mess around in that area. You'll mess around and disappear. And there's a lot of missing people. A lot of nefarious stuff going down in these areas. Any of my North Carolina people, they know it. And I worry about these kids going missing because I worry about trafficking, because 95 runs right through there. Huge trafficking point right there. Yeah, it's pretty bad for sure. So good to see you, XX Country. I'm glad you're here. Vibrator says, I lived in LA for 7 years and then moved to San Diego. Well, my brother that just passed away, y'all know I went to his celebration of life yesterday. He rode with an outlaw gang. He was in LA. He was in LA for quite some time. And you know, he did his time out there. And it was hard to break away from the outlaw gangs out there. And that's why he had to end up coming back out here on the East Coast to get away from that life. Because he couldn't stay out of jail. And he really has a good heart. But I think being involved in that lifestyle and running with those people, like, it's hard on a person. It's hard to break the chains of the things that come along with that lifestyle, like addiction and things like that. You know, because they've seen some things. They've been through some things, you know. But he's missed for sure. I appreciate that so very much. It means a lot to me, guys. That's right. And that's how he lived his life. And some people they can't really break away from that. And the only way to escape that is to get away, far away from it. Yeah. All right, moving on. Yeah, chrome ain't cheap and it don't come easy. That's exactly right. California is us. I got family in California. Napa Valley, Oroville, Chico, Vallejo, San Fran. It's tough out there. My cousins tell me all kinds of crazy stories of things that go on out there. It's a whole different world out there than it is out here on the East Coast. I mean, we have bad stuff that goes on out here, but it's a whole different ball game out there. Yeah, and sometimes you still can't escape XX. That's right. This is Anthony Stroer. Anthony is 2 years old, and he has an endangered missing advisory that's been activated for him by the Oklahoma Highway Patrol. The OHP says that Anthony is believed to be with his non-custodial mother, Caitlin Thornton, and her boyfriend, Aurelio Cardenas. Anthony was last seen on January the 27th of 2025 in Midwest City, Oklahoma. So calling on all my Oklahoma, Arkansas, all my Midwest people, I need you to get this flyer out. This is an endangered missing advisory. We've got to get this out. Anthony was last seen on January 27th in Oklahoma, and authorities said that Cardenas, right here featured on the right of this poster, Aurelio Cardenas, age 26, is a registered sex offender, according to the Texas Public Sex Offender Registry. I'm just going to say it. If they want to not monetize me, it's fine, because I don't monetize any of my videos for missing people. So I don't have anything to really lose, because the truth matters, and this child needs to be found immediately. OHP says that they could be in Oklahoma or in the Texas Panhandle. So all my Texas people, Lindsay, if you're still in here, please, 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 all my people that are out west, Midwest, if you're in Texas, southern part of the United States, please, please, please share this flyer out. They're driving a 2011 GMC Acadia with Oklahoma tag, P as in Paul, C as in cat, U as in USA 102, PCU 102. If you have seen Anthony Stroer, Caitlin Thornton, or Aurelio Cardenas, please call 911 immediately or the Potter County Sheriff's Office at 806-379-2900. Yes, KCG. Thank you, Cat's Eye. Thank you, Ark. Look at this sweet little boy, 2 years old. Blonde hair, blue eyes, 3 feet tall, 27 pounds. Caitlin Thornton is 22 years old. She has brown hair, brown eyes. She is 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighs 240 pounds. It looks like in this picture, though, her hair is dyed red. And Aurelio Cardenas is 26 years old. He has brown hair and brown eyes. He is 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighs about 145 pounds. Thank you. I appreciate you reposting that in Dallas. Again, this is a endangered missing advisory issued by the Oklahoma Highway Patrol for missing 2-year-old Anthony Stroer. We need to get this information out as soon as possible. I know, puppy. My baby, she's crying. She's like, let me in. I want to look up something real quick. I cannot even spell. Hang on. A-U. Just want to check something. Just wanting to look something up here real quick, y'all. Hold, please. Good night, Twist. You're so very welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy your week. Okay, I'm going over here to the Texas Sex Offender Register Program. Let's see. Cardenas, first name. Let me make sure I have it spelled right. A-U-R-E-L-I-O. I don't know his date of birth. Oh, there he is. Ezekiel is his middle name. His risk level is moderate, everybody. Ending registration date projected 2/28/2034. Aurelio Ezequiel Cardenas. He's required to verify annually. Hispanic male, 5 feet 6 inches tall. According to this, he weighs 164 pounds, not 145. He has black hair and brown eyes. He wears a 7.5 size shoe. What a piece of work right here. He also goes by Aurelio Gonzalez, just to let y'all know. Vibrator, it's okay for men to cry because my husband has cried for the last week over his brother next door. Real men cry. Yes, absolutely. It's definitely okay. And we care about you. And listen, if it gets to be too much and you have to leave, we understand. But we do appreciate you supporting. And just know if you ever need anything, you can reach out to us. But you're always in our thoughts and our prayers. I want to see what these charges are. Amarillo Police Department, 9924. Change of status. He got registered 10/23/23. Online solicitation of a minor under Texas Penal Code 33.021. 16-year-old female. 2-year-old parole mandatory supervision since 2019. Yeah, he's a piece of work for sure. Thank you, XX. I appreciate that. Elizabeth, that's a fact. It takes a real man to admit his emotions. Just know we care about you, Vibrator. My husband would tell you the same thing if he was in here. Yeah, so this guy definitely is an offender. He's on the list. I just looked him up. Please share this out to find Anthony Stroer, because there's no telling where this child might be. So make sure you guys, if you can get this flyer, again, the link to the Aware Foundation, if you want to go over and pick this flyer up. If you're on Facebook, there is a lot of people that have their own flyers for Anthony over there. Please share them out. I hope they can find this child as soon as possible, because as of right now, he is still actively missing. They want you to come say hey, babe. Hey, well, puppy, you can say hey too, but Vibrator wanted me to tell you hey. He said, these cases make me emotional. He said, I want to cry. And I said, it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel emotional. My husband gets emotional, don't you, babe?
Never.
Don't lie. You're not helping Vibrator right now. He's laughing because he knows that he's not telling the truth.
I don't like watching the cases and stuff like that.
Because it upsets you.
Yeah, it does. It upsets me. I mean, just to, I broke down when I heard the, what was it? The coroner's report. Sean Hannity read the coroner's report for Lake and Riley. And I broke down and cried, listening to it on the radio, what that guy did to that little girl. And it just bothers me. You know, there are such evil people out there in the world that would do something like that to a little girl, a little boy, any of them. I mean, you know.
Well, we were just talking about this right here. There's Michelle saying hey to you.
Hey everybody. Hey, Michelle.
This little 2-year-old kid right here is missing. There's the mom. She's 22. This guy's 26, and he's a registered sex offender in Texas.
And they think that those two were together?
Yeah, it says here that according to the Oklahoma Highway Patrol, this little boy's believed to be with his non-custodial mother. So she's not even the custodial parent. And her boyfriend, Aurelio Cardenas, last seen on January 27th, and that he is a registered sex offender by the Texas Public Sex Offender Registry. And they believe that they're in Oklahoma or the Texas Panhandle. Yep. XX Country says you have a big heart. There's Chico. There's Pika. Told him you've had a rough week since your brother, your friend, your buddy.
Yeah. That sucks too.
Yeah, it does suck, doesn't it? There's Becky.
I can't read that.
Oh, well, that's because you ain't got your glasses. That's Becky.
Hey,
Nonsense.
Becky.
And there's Vibrator.
Vibrator. Lord have mercy.
I know. There's Crafty Girl. Sorry for the loss of
I
sleeper.
call him Vi, or just Vibe, or Raider, or something like that.
No, I just call him by his full YouTube name.
Reminds me of that song, It's Time for the Percolator. You know,
It's time for the percolator.
It's time for the vibrator. It's time for the vibrator.
Now I'm going to have to make Vibrator a song. It's time for the vibrator. Only the Duke could come up with that. That's right. We have the promise that we will see them again. That's right. Praise.
Who's that?
That's XX Country.
Yeah.
It ends with an not an or.
That's like tomato. I mean, really, listen to the way I sound. You think I pronounce words correctly anyway?
Well, they said you talk slow as molasses.
I'm on the average 148 words a minute. That's pretty good. I know because I record myself with.
Oh, yeah, you got this new thing you got to do at work. Yeah, Michelle says, I agree, Duchess, and I told that real estate agent in South Carolina about the RSO that lived across from a house that y'all that y'all looked at, and the lady made excuses for him. No, there ain't no excuses. You know what I'm talking about, babe, right up here? Yes, you know.
The rich do.
Yeah, well, he lives in that little...
But he owns that business and all that, the plumbing company or something?
No, it's the guy that lives in that little block house next to it.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, that. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's a no for me.
Can't go anywhere, can you?
You giggled when I was reading his comments. I know.
I'm going to the garage for a few.
Okay, babe. He's gonna go work on his motorcycle. He's been painting his motorcycle, y'all. Listen, the Duke is a master of all kinds of things. He's painting his Harley, put a new tire on it. He's down there in project mode, so he's going back down to the garage. He told me to tell y'all bye. Because he can't take these cases. He can't do it. He gets mad. And he said it causes him to want to go to jail. So he can't sit up here and listen to it. Which I totally understand it, you know. He's grieving. He's gotta keep himself busy. As if he hadn't worked his butt off all day long. I appreciate y'all being kind to him. He's had a really rough week. when I got up this morning, he was sitting at the kitchen table crying at 5:30 this morning. And I said, honey, are you okay? And he said, I just ain't got my friend no more. My hubby, he's a lover, not a fighter. You know, he cares about people, and he cherishes his friendships. It's hard to lose people that you really care about. He really is, and he makes me laugh. That's one of the reasons why I love him. Yes, you need to come on down. We'll have a good old time. I'm right here on the waterway. We can go out on our private dock and have ourselves a drink and watch the boats go by. Just ask Michelle. She's been down to my house. We have a good time when we're down here. Except for the time that we took that 3-mile hike to the jetty, and then Michelle thought we was going to die because she didn't realize it was that far. And they won't let you use electric bikes, and you can't drive a golf cart or anything out there. Nah, you got to hike it. I doubt we ever walk back out there again. She's never going to come back for that. We like to sit on the porch and he plays his guitar, and we like to just hang out. You know, hey, Mystery, good to see you. It was a 50-mile hike. Well, the last time you said it was 100 miles. It changes every time. Puppy, you cannot get on screen. Everybody loves you. They do. But you cannot eat the microphone, because then I won't be able to finish this live stream. Well, then you would enjoy it. And it actually is a beautiful walk. It really is. If you're in decent shape. I think I got the most exercise I've had in a long time after we walked down there and walked back. Michelle probably said, I'm not ever going back down there again, because Dutchie drug us all around the whole beach. Yep. Yeah, the sand starts getting deep and hard to walk in. It was cold. Well, y'all came in a cold time. Y'all got to come in the summertime when it's better, you know? All right, lay down, puppy. Don't hit me with this big bone. Lay down and let me finish these streams. I'm glad the Duke came in and got to say hey to y'all before he went down there. You are? Well, you better come on down. We'll have a better time in the summer. We can go lay out on the beach. It'll be better. All right, let's see where we are. Oh, we got another located safe. This is Tesfamarium. And he was a critical missing adult from Arlington County, Virginia, and he was located safe. Ma'am, please, you cannot get in front of the microphone. You know, Chico's Zeus. Do you know who that is? He does the same thing that you do right now. He does. And also Ruby Guevara. She was missing out of Lawrence County back in November of 2024. And I just got notified today. Lawrence County posted that she was located safe. So that's another great update. Listen, you are being so extra. Look, there you are. I don't have my lights on. Why are you over here? Okay, now, everybody, I love you. Can I get back to doing my thing now? Okay? Okay. Y'all don't look at me. I ain't got no makeup on, y'all. I'm in my pajamas. That's right. Party at my place. Y'all come on down. We'll have a good time. Vibrator, I'll be here. It'll be packed. I know, she's a mess, ain't she? She got her nails done today, and she caused one of the vet techs to scream. She's only been there a week, y'all, and she's 18, and apparently she got freaked out by my dog, and I could hear her screaming back there, and I thought there'd been some kind of unalivened situation in the vet's office with my dog, and it was just some girl that just freaked out. I was like, well, you screaming ain't helping her. So, not true. Y'all just saw, listen, I just took this picture of myself last night because when I put on makeup and do my hair, it's not that bad. But like right now, I'm in my pajamas with no makeup and my hair up in a bun. So, in the dark. I'm in the dark. I know, I can't go nowhere. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right, let me get over here. Let's see what we got next. Okay, this was another flyer that someone asked me to share from Alabama because I got a few subscribers down in Alabama, and I had someone to send this to me, and they said, can you please share this on Missing Flyer Monday? And I said, absolutely. This is Aldrina Burelis. She's 15 years old. She has black hair and brown eyes. She's 5 feet tall and weighs 119 pounds. The Montgomery Police Department is asking for the public's help in locating 15-year-old Aldrina, who was last seen on February the 6th of 2025 around 4 p.m. in the 100 block of Mildred Street in Montgomery, Alabama. She was last seen wearing a gray hoodie and black pants and has no means to contact her family. Aldrina may still be in the local area. If you have any information on her whereabouts, contact the Police Department at 334-625-2651, or you can call the Central Alabama Crime Stoppers at 334-215-7867. Oh, thank you, lovely. I appreciate you so very much. Stop it, Michelle. I need to get my hair done. I'm looking like a ragamuffin. Well, y'all just all come down at the same time. We'll just make a shindig of it. All right, now this is a flyer that I made. This is Naima Clayborn, and she was last seen October 1st of 2024 out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Here we have another one missing out of Fayetteville. She's been missing. She was reported missing, though, February the 16th, but she was last seen October 1st of 2024. Now, explain that to me. Why did it take so long to make a missing persons report on her? Heck yeah, Chico, we got it all down here. Yes, ragamuffin. I think that's a Southern word, isn't it? Naima has been reported missing in February, and that's 4 months after she was last seen. I just don't understand it. But the Cumberland County Sheriff's Office Youth Services Unit is requesting the public's assistance in locating her. She's described as a black female, age 16, 5 feet 4 inches tall, 120 pounds, brown eyes and black hair. She was last seen on October the 1st of 2024 at her residence on Dwell Drive in Fayetteville, North Carolina, but not reported missing until the 16th of February. But she's believed to be in the Durham, North Carolina area, which is just north of Fayetteville. probably about an hour and 30 minutes, I would say. If you have any information on Naima Clayborn's whereabouts, you can contact Detective W. Lee at 910-677-5473, or you can contact the Watch Commander, and this is an after-hours number, at 910-677-5432. This is a flyer that I made for her. If you see this flyer on my YouTube community wall or on Facebook, please do share it out. Wait a minute, everybody's coming down? Are y'all all coming down? Y'all just gotta let me know. XX, you better get on down here. Y'all have to just let me know so I can plan. All right, next we have Rakim Elliott, and he's missing out of Raleigh, North Carolina. That's right next to Durham. That's where our capital is in North Carolina, Raleigh. And he's been missing since January the 12th of 2025. Rakim was seen last on January 12th at 8:40 p.m. in the area of I-40 and Hammond Road. He was last seen wearing a black long-sleeve shirt with Reebok written on the front, black jeans, and a black knit cap. Rakim also has several tattoos, including the words Big Rock on his left hand, Raleigh, the word Raleigh, and Rude on his right arm, a dream catcher on his upper right arm, and the Carolina symbol on his upper left arm. You know, like for the Tar Heels. For the Carolina Tar Heels. Rakim is 33 years old, and he is 6'3", 220 pounds. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Rakim Elliott, please contact the Raleigh Police Department at 919-996-3335, case number P as in Paul, 2500-2255. And this flyer is provided by Missing People in America. And the nice thing about their flyers is they have the QR code. You can scan that and it'll give you all the information about that particular missing person. And their link is in the description of this video. Nonsense, you want to come be a tourist? We have lots of fun stuff to do. We got the Hollywood Wax Museum. We have the Upside Down Hotel. We have Ripley's Aquarium. We have the Haunted Hotel. We have the Boardwalk. We have all the great seafood restaurants. I can take y'all to all the hot spots. It's pretty fun. I know all the places to go, and I know all the places to not go. Okay? Okay. So, yeah, but you can't come and act like a tourist because they don't know how to drive. They just putt-putt in the left-hand lane doing half the speed limit, and just, yeah, we can't be doing that. Yeah, it's a lot of old rich history here for sure. It's pretty beautiful here. I have to say I like it. Been here since 98. So almost 30 years. In certain places it is, Crafty Girl. I wouldn't go to Central Myrtle Beach and stay. Because that is a tourist trap down there. But in the surrounding areas, like there's a lot of nice places. There's a lot of golf courses. My husband loves to play golf. There's a lot of if you bring your guys down that like to play golf and do all the things, you know, hubby will go play golf with them. It's a good time. I'm in North Myrtle though. It's pretty nice on our end. We don't have all the, I mean, we have tourists. It's pretty packed down here. I mean, it's getting packed here now in February. We have a lot of tourists coming in town. So it's February, so it's the Canadian time because they like to come down and get in the ocean. This is their time to come down. They call it Can-Am Week or Can-Am Month. So, yeah, that's where I am. On the waterway, though. I'm about a mile from the ocean. Not too far. You're a Jersey Shore girl? I've never been to the Jersey Shore, although I have watched the TV show. I don't know if that matters or not. But it looks like it's really beautiful. My mom's been up there when she went on a gambling junket. And she enjoyed it. She had a really great time, so I hope to be able to travel all of different places one day. Yeah, you can drive a low-speed vehicle. You have to have a license plate on the low-speed vehicle. And you can drive it on certain roads, but there's certain roads that you can't because you will go to jail. Yes. Chico says that's how I feel about Memphis. So many tourist traps when there's way better places to visit while here besides Elvis. Yeah. Stay away from Seaside Heights. I kind of knew you were going to say that. We have a lot of cool stuff here. We have the Duplin Winery. We have Barefoot Landing, where Jimmy Buffett's sister's bar is. We have a lot of live bands. A lot of neat little places. Lots of good little places to shop. I have a friend that works on the casino boat. You can go out on the casino boat and gamble. That goes out 3 miles. And you can go gamble on the casino boat. Lots of different stuff. No, low-speed vehicle, which is like it's like a golf cart, but it actually will go up to about 55 miles an hour. And they're called low-speed vehicles, and they have to be tagged like a car in order for them to be on the road. You can't just drive a regular golf cart on the road, or you'll get arrested. Mm-hmm. It's a fact. Yep. And we do a lot of fishing. A lot of our neighbors have boats. We go out fishing in the ocean or in the waterway. Lots to do. I'll keep you guys busy. I know that is fast, isn't it? Honey, they got Bose stereo systems in them. They glow with lights. Honey, they got all the things. Them things are like $25,000. They're expensive. They look like little robot machines. I mean, they're like these, I don't know. It's crazy. Salt air is good for you. It's vitamin C, SEA. You have a question, Elizabeth? What is it? I may have an answer, but I may not. Oh, it's beautiful out here in the summer, especially when it's a full moon on the beach. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. And like I said, we have our own dock off the waterway, so, we can fish off of our dock. And you can also go fish in the ocean. Hubby switches it up. Yeah, they got some fancy golf carts, for sure. That's good, Vibrator. I know that's really difficult. My father was on disability because of his back injury at work. I'm so sorry that you've been through that. I know that's been tough. Okay, Canuga says, Duchess, I've been meaning to say one of my best friends has a place in North Myrtle. We pop down there from time to time. Well, you need to come by and see me. I'm on the Cherry Grove end, Little River area by the swing bridge. But I mean, I could literally spit on North Myrtle Beach from my house. I asked on Nonsense Channel, but she was closed, and I made a doctor's appointments, and they asked my birth sex. Do what? Elizabeth, stop. I guess they have to these days, but you did tell them, right? I guess it is. I mean, because today they just need to ask. I mean, was it on the paper? Well, I mean, it's just the way that it is now. I think when I filled out my last paperwork, you know, when you have to update your stuff, I think that was a question on mine too. So, yeah, that's it. LSV, the low speed vehicle, the fancy golf carts. Yeah, that's it. That's what they are. Okay, let's see what we got up next. We're almost done here. Here is Sydney Brooks, but I got a notification today that she was found safe. So I wanted to let you guys know that. I checked earlier on NCMEC, and it said that she was found. And that's out of Florence, South Carolina. So I wanted to let you guys know about that. And next we have Cassandra Washington. This is another flyer that I made. She is on the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Cassandra has been missing since Friday, February the 7th of 2025 from Florence, South Carolina. She's 14 years old and she's female. She has brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Cassandra Washington, you can contact the Florence, South Carolina Police Department at 843-665-3191. And she's been missing since February the 7th. Again, this is a missing teen listed on the NCMEC website out of Florence, South Carolina. Yes, Michelle. Basically, Gatlinburg is Myrtle Beach in the mountains. They have the same attractions, except for the, they have the, where is that place that the Duke took me? Because that's where we got married. The one that has the 3-story thing about all the, like it's the crime. What is the thing? The crime. I can't even think of what that thing was called. I don't know. He took my picture in these shackles when we were there. It's like the crime museum. Alcatraz East Crime Museum. It's in Pigeon Forge. That place was really neat. And it took us 2 days to get through that thing. It's like 3 stories high. But I have to say, that's something that we don't have here. But I think it's called Alcatraz East. And if you guys are in Tennessee and you haven't been to that museum, you've definitely got to go see it. It's very, very interesting. And since, you know, I cover a lot of crime on my channel, that was something that I really enjoyed being able to go see. They have and they also had the Titanic Museum. They also had the Titanic Museum, and we got to do the Titanic thing and hear about it. You get to walk through that. That was pretty neat too. I have to say that was pretty awesome. And, of course, everybody knows this Amber Alert for Nevaeh Norwood. She was located safe. This was out of Temple, Texas. So for anybody who didn't catch that update, I just wanted to let you guys know that she was located safe. And I think there is not any current Amber Alerts at this time. Thank goodness. I think we're all caught up on the Amber Alerts. I haven't seen any go out. I think the last one that we had was the one out of Memphis, Tennessee. And of course, they were found safe. I know there is still an active Amber Alert going on right now. That's the only one that I see that is currently still on the list, and that's Sophia Franklin. That's been issued for Arkansas. I think that started out in Wisconsin, and then there was one issued for Arkansas, and now there's been one issued out of Missouri. That went out on February the 2nd from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. The 16-year-old that is on the run with Gary Day, the 40-year-old man who's also the father of her unborn child. And I'm not sure what this no contact order is supposed to have prevented. He should be in jail, in my opinion. Because what's a 40-year-old doing getting a 16-year-old pregnant? And she's still actively missing. That flyer is on my community wall and on my Facebook. So if you still do see Sophia Franklin's flyer going around, please do share it. And of course, I did make this flyer for Josiah Burgess, missing out of Sumter, South Carolina. And then she was quickly found, 13 years old. But she was found the next day, thank goodness. So I wanted to make sure you guys knew that. We also have Samuel Church, missing out of Durham, North Carolina. The Durham Police Department is asking for the public's help in locating 43-year-old Samuel Church, last seen on February 8th of 2025 in the 200 block of Chancellor's Ridge Drive in Durham, North Carolina. If you see Mr. Church, please call 911 or Corporal Hunt at 919-560-4440, extension 29459. Samuel is 43 years old. He's 6 feet tall and weighs 160 pounds. And he's still actively missing. Again, this is a missing persons alert from the Aware Foundation for Samuel Church out of Durham, North Carolina. Yes, Barbara, it's a big problem, a 40-year-old man getting a kid pregnant, for sure. We also have somebody that's wanted. Somebody asked me if I would share this. This gentleman is wanted out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That is Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. This is Talik Galashaw King. He is considered armed and dangerous. Let me see if I have any information, see if he's been picked up yet. Here we go, Rutherford County. This gentleman is a suspect wanted for charges related to a pew-pew incident, wanted in connection with the pew-pew of a 4-year-old boy in Rutherford County, Tennessee. According to the sheriff's detective, he stated on Saturday, Talik King is wanted on charges of tampering with evidence and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon related to the boy's pew-pew, said Detective Jesse Gamble. Deputies said they responded to the scene where they found the boy had suffered a gunshot wound early Saturday at a home on Tessa Grace Road. He was taken to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital in Nashville, where he underwent surgery, and he is expected to survive. Praise God. Investigators on scene determined that Talik King fled the scene in an unknown vehicle shortly before law enforcement's arrival and took the handgun used with him. Investigators have yet to locate Talik and are asking for the public's assistance in locating him. In an unrelated case, King is out on bond for attempted first-degree murder in Smyrna. He is presumed armed and dangerous. If you have any information, please call 911 or the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office at 615-898-7770, or you can leave an anonymous tip at 615-893-STOP, which is 615-893-7867. So I wanted to make sure that I shared this with you guys. Someone sent this to me and said we need to get the word out because this boy hurt a 4-year-old. So we want to make sure that he is caught soon. Absolutely. This is another flyer that I made for Katherine Soltal. She was located safe out of Sumter, South Carolina. I made this flyer just a couple days ago, and she was located safe this morning. So I wanted to let you guys get an update on that. And we also have Jackson Garcia missing out of Sumter, South Carolina. He was last seen December the 26th of 2020. At the time he disappeared, he was 18 years old. He's 5'11", 170 pounds. Jackson Garcia is also known as Brent Garcia, and he was last seen December the 26th of 2020 around 7 p.m. outside a house on Ithaca Drive in Sumter County, South Carolina. He was talking with his cousin when the cousin went back inside, but Jackson never came inside. He never followed him. He has not been seen or heard from since that evening. That's all the information I have on him. This flyer is provided by Missing People in America. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Brent Garcia or Jackson Garcia, aka, please reach out to the Sumter County Sheriff's Office at 803-436-2000, and the case number is listed at the bottom of this flyer. Hey, Amethyst Moon, so good to see you. I hope you're well. So if you see this flyer for Jackson Garcia, please do share it out. We also have Aaliyah Davis. She's been missing since February the 22nd of 2025 from Wilmington, New Hanover County, North Carolina. That is on the coast of North Carolina. The Wilmington, North Carolina Police Department requests the public's assistance in locating 16-year-old Aaliyah Davis. She's 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighs 200 pounds. She has black hair and brown eyes. She was last seen on the 22nd of February wearing a white sweater and black pants. If you have any information on her whereabouts, please contact the Wilmington Police Department at 910-592-4444. 343-3609. Next, we have Lillian Abner. Lillian is a 17-year-old female that is missing out of Covington, Kentucky. So all my Kentucky, Tennessee people, I need you to share this flyer out. This flyer is from the Aware Foundation of Virginia. Lillian Abner has dyed black hair, green eyes. She's between 5 feet and 5 feet 1 inches tall, between 130 to 140 pounds. The Covington Police Department is attempting to locate missing 17-year-old juvenile Lillian Abner, last seen on Warren Street in Covington, Kentucky on February the 18th of 2025. She was last seen wearing black tights and a black coat. She has multiple tattoos, including a cross on her left middle finger. If you have any information regarding her whereabouts, please contact the Covington Police Department in Kentucky at 859-292-2222, or you can call 911. Thank you, Vibrator. I appreciate that so very much. Next, we have a runaway juvenile. And this bothers me a little bit on this particular flyer, and I'm going to probably have to make one. Hannah Locklear. She is missing, of course, out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. And in the description on this particular flyer, they say Hannah Locklear, Indian female. And I really feel like the most appropriate way to say that is Native American. Because when you say Indian, are they Native American, or are they like Indian from India? But she's Native American, guys. So in the description, if you see that on my YouTube community wall, I changed the description to say Native American, because I feel like that's important. I can, Vibrator. I will email it to you. Hey, Jason. Yes. Yeah, she's Lumbee Indian. But I feel like Native American's more appropriate to say. Hannah Locklear, Native American female, 14 years old, who has been reported as a runaway. She was last seen in the area of Heathcote Drive in Fayetteville, North Carolina on February the 21st of 2025. Her direction of travel is unknown. She may be in the Hope Mills, North Carolina, Lumberton, North Carolina, or Fayetteville, North Carolina area. Right, Terry, or they could say indigenous. Exactly. I just don't feel like that is, to just say Indian female, I just don't. I just feel like there's a better way to say that, you know? So, I have a few friends that are Locklears that are from that area. So, I appreciate you listening in, Terry. If you have any information about Hannah and her disappearance, please reach out to Detective H. Vernon at 910-758-6700. And he's with Youth Services at the Fayetteville Police Department. Now here we have another missing teenager, 15-year-old Rodney Costner, and this is out of Belmont, North Carolina. So I wanted to make sure Elizabeth Lander, are you in the building? Elizabeth Lander, are you in the building? Chico says, no, you're right, Dutch. To me, it's very inappropriate and dismissing her heritage, basically. Well, I mean, my husband's part Native American, and, you know. Right, exactly, Mystery. Exactly. But Rodney's been located safe. So, Elizabeth Lander, if you're in the building, I wanted to let you know that Mr. Rodney has been located safe. Nonsense, are you in the building? Vibrator. Vibrator is in the building. Chico is in the building. Jason, 7-8, is in the building. Kay Kanuga is in the building. Mystery is in the building. And if y'all don't know who that is, that's John QQ. Because everybody is in the building when you come over to his live stream. And it only takes like an hour and 45 minutes for him to say that to everybody. Peekaboo, are you in the building? Nonsense is not in the building. I just wanted to announce that. Michelle is running around the building, in case anybody needed to know that. This is the 411. Kitty Coo is back in the building. Oh my gosh. I hope I can at least make y'all smile. It's Monday. We gotta just be able to get it together. Nonsense is in the dryer. She is in the dryer right now, but she may be back with us shortly. Amethyst, thank you so much. Thank you. You are such a sweet friend. Amethyst Moon has gifted 10 Dutch Bus memberships. If you have been gifted a membership by Amethyst, please thank her. That is so kind of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Dutch Bus. MJ, Diana Ramos, Jacqueline H, My Michelle HR 8866, Wendy McCone, Summer Jade, SSD GG, JC Ann, BJ Skid Marks, Salty Mamas. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Dutch Bus. We're so glad to have y'all. Okay. Thank you, Am. I appreciate you so very much. All right. Next, we've got James Colby Davis, missing out of Chesney, South Carolina. That's Spartanburg County on the west side of South Carolina. James has been missing since February 24th of 2025. The Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office is seeking the public's assistance in attempting to locate James Colby Davis. He also just goes by Colby. He's 22 years old, 6'3", 170 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes, and tattoos on both arms that cover his scars. He was last seen on the 24th on South Alabama Street in Chesney, South Carolina, wearing a yellow hoodie, khaki pants, and carrying a red backpack. He was driving his gray 2015 Nissan Frontier with a North Carolina paper tag of 305-49912. If you have any information on the whereabouts of James Colby Davis in Spartanburg County, South Carolina, please contact Sergeant Ben Johnson at 864-503-4607, or you can email him at rbjohnson@spartanburgcounty.org. I thank you so much, Amethyst. It means the world to me. Michelle says, if you were outed from the bushes, please thank Amethyst for the membership. We're in Chico's pocket right now, so everybody guard yourself because you might get timed out accidentally. I'm kidding, Chico. I love you too, babe. Hang on, y'all. I need a sip of Dr. Pepper. My throat's getting dry. I told you we had a bunch of flyers to go through. A lot happens in a week. And this probably isn't even the... Okay, no problem, Michelle. Go do your thing. Chico's pocket in the dryer. Listen, everybody's busy. I get it. It's okay. I just appreciate y'all listening. Next, we have Kenneth Ray Phillips, and he's been missing since February 22nd of 2025 from Conley Springs, Burke County, North Carolina. Calling all of my North Carolina people, if you see this flyer, please share this out to help find Kenneth Ray Phillips. The Burke County Sheriff's Office is seeking the public's assistance in locating a missing individual. Kenneth is known by his friends and family as Kenny. He was reported missing on February 22nd after last being at his residence located at 6802 Berea Church Road Extension in Conley Springs, North Carolina on February the 20th at approximately 4 p.m. Kenny is 60 years old. He's described as a white male, standing about 5 feet 8 inches tall, about 180 pounds. He has short brown hair, a gray goatee, and brown eyes. At the time of his disappearance, Mr. Phillips was wearing a gray sweatshirt and a black arm sling on his left arm. Additional clothing details are currently unknown. In response to the report, the Burke County Sheriff's Office enlisted the help of local emergency management services, as well as volunteer organizations, including Burke County Rescue and Icard Township Fire and Rescue. Search efforts were conducted in the surrounding area on February 22nd and 23rd, but unfortunately, no signs of Mr. Phillips were found. His whereabouts remain unclear, and the community is encouraged to remain vigilant. If you have any information, you can contact Burke County 911 Communications by calling 911 or the regular daytime 8 to 5 number at 828-438-5500. Chico said, no, I exited out of chat. Asked nonsense how we met. I pocket modded and blocked her from rabbits. Oh my gosh, I've done that before. I've pocket modded and come back in. They're like, you're over here blocking people. I was just out riding and blocking folks. Pico, Texas said, fam, you blocked about 10 people. I had to message Rabbit to make sure everyone got unblocked. Fun times. It happens. It happens. I get it. Vibrator says there is a case from 2010. Matrice Richardson. This case has haunted me since then. I think the Malibu police got away with murder. Send me the information and I'll check into it and I'll make sure to share it. Happy to do it. Yeah, Chico on the block party. I've been there. I've done it before. And it's not intentional. Like when you leave chat open, stuff happens. So I try to always close the chat while I'm listening to a live. So that it doesn't happen. And I don't know if Revival's listening in the bushes, but sometimes that happens. She's blocked a couple of people and I'm like, okay, that was weird. And then she's like, I'm sorry. It happens. It's just one of those things. It's a good introduction, isn't it? So if you see this flyer on Kenneth Ray, please make sure you share it out. I hope he's found safe. And next we have Shaylee Starr Taylor. She's listed in the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. She's been missing since Friday, February 3rd of 2025 from Bowman, South Carolina. She's 15 years old. She is a white female. She has brown hair and brown eyes. Shaylee may still be in the local area, and she may go by the name Star. When she was last seen, her hair was dyed light brown. She has an NCIC number. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Shaylee Starr Taylor, you can contact the Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office at 803-534-3550. Mystery said, not saying a word. I got zapped when someone else was supposed to get zapped. Hey, and that happens too. Sometimes when the chat's moving fast and we see something that we need to get rid of, I've done it myself and accidentally tried to catch that person as the chat's moving and accidentally blocked the wrong person. Had to go back and yeah, it happens. Hey, Ava Hawkshaw, so good to see you. It's so easy. That's how we go to the moon. I start touching buttons and bam. That I get it. And listen, I wanted real quick while I've just got a few more flyers, but I wanted to, while I have a few of my mods in here, listen, if you're over in the Discord, I wanted to ask you guys, I thought about doing a little thing where I can show you guys how to do the Nightbot. And if you guys want to practice that, if you have a couple of minutes, like this would be your chance to do that. Because if you're in the Discord, you can see all of the Nightbot commands. There is, if you look in the Discord, there is a room over there for the moderators that gives you all of the links. It's called Nightbot. And it has like all of the different links. But like all of the links start with an exclamation point. So like you guys can practice by just doing exclamation point like, exclamation point sub. That tells people to subscribe, to like the stream. Exclamation point welcome. That welcomes people into the chat. That makes your job easier by letting Nightbot do your work for you. If I need to fair use something, you can type exclamation point fair use. You just type it all together, no spaces. So like, for instance, if I type exclamation point like, you can look at where I've typed that in the chat right now, and then you'll see Nightbot respond. Enjoying this conversation with Duchess? Don't forget to crush the like button. Like and share is a free way to support Duchess content. And all of the moderators have the ability to use that. It's just something to get used to. Wait a minute, Jason says nonsense. I'm not dumb. I just don't know anything. Stop it, Jason. See, look, Jason, you just did it. That's awesome. You can do > sub. You can do welcome. But if you're in the Discord, like or if you are a mod and you're not in the Discord and you want me to send you all of the little bullets that I have linked for Nightbot, I'm happy to do it. Hey, Cash. So good to see. Look, Cash will start triggering the Nightbot to go crazy by asking it to yeah, a lot of my mods are over in the Discord, Ava, and so they have access to be able to see the Nightbot links. So I think one time Cash did something and it actually made the Nightbot say, give the like thing. So hi, Lizzie and Kurt. Thanks for being here. Welcome to the channel. This is where we talk about true crime and missing cases. Appreciate you being here. So it's something that you guys can just test out. Yeah, Vibrator, that's a good idea. We can certainly do that. We should have a panel of a bunch of us can get up and, talk. Maybe Chico, Nonsense, Michelle, or Crystal, Arctic. We could just have a group of people come up. We could talk about some cases that, that we have concerns about. That would be a good idea. Yeah, Mystery, I don't have an 8-ball thing, but I think Jay has that on her channel. I haven't learned how to use Streamlabs, but I would like to learn. I just don't have anybody to teach me how to use it. That's one thing that I haven't harnessed yet, is using Streamlabs, although I would like to be able to convert to Streamlabs for sure, because I think it has a lot more options about things that I can use for sure. Maybe one day I'm going to get it down. All right, my next case is Tristan Wilkins, and he's been missing since Friday, February 1st of 2025 from Bowling Springs, South Carolina. That's also in Spartanburg County, South Carolina. Tristan is 16 years old, and he is a male. Looks like he has dreads and some facial hair. That's really the only information that the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children has of him, with these 2 photos. He does have an NCIC number. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Tristan Wilkins, please contact Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office at 864-596-2222. And we also have John Foster Jr. He is 13 years old. Someone sent me this flyer before I went live to tell me that he went missing on February the 24th, which was today, on Dan Insminger Road in Blythewood, South Carolina. And it's not known what John was wearing. And he could be in the Fairfield Road area, North Main Street area of Columbia, South Carolina. That's Richland County, Florence County area for all my South Carolina people. If you're in the South Carolina area and you can share this missing flyer to help find John Foster Jr., age 13, please share this out. I had someone send this to me that saw I was going to be doing a missing flyer live, and they asked me if I would please share his face, because his flyer just went up right before I went live, and I caught this in my inbox, so I wanted to make sure that I shared John's flyer. He has a sweet face, doesn't he? I sure do hope they can find him. I know. He sure does have a beautiful smile. I know. Chico says, mystery, yep, I just stick to the cases, not the drama. The only drama I really entertain is nonsense because it's so funny how they get mad at her for playing their words. That's the truth. And she has such a great, she lays it out so perfect. Listen, the Duke tells me every time he hears her live, did you tell her that she needs to go to school to be an attorney? I said, yes, babe, I've told her 100 times. He said, she's got it together and she's got the gift of gab. Her brain is just, he was like, she's on point and it just flows. Like it just comes so natural for her. She doesn't have to make up anything. She doesn't have to go low. She just uses the factual information. She uses their own words to debunk what's going on. And that's why I respect that. I respect the work that she does, because more people need to understand about the misinformation that's going on in these cases. It's just a terrible, terrible situation that we have going on. And it's affecting these families. The exploitation it goes too far. And it hurts these cases. And it definitely doesn't help the investigation, and it harms the families, and it needs to stop. How are these families going to get answers? I don't know who's guilty and who's innocent, but I do believe in innocent until proven guilty. I can have my own opinions, but are my opinions going to solve the case? Am I going to break this case wide open and find the answers? Likely not. My opinions aren't really going to help, so I just keep them to myself and share the facts. And when law enforcement's ready, they'll let us know. They'll keep us informed, and when we have factual information about Sebastian's case or any other case we've talked about, then that's when we will share it. For sure. Go get you some rest, Kay Kanuga. I sure do appreciate you being here, and thank you for becoming a member. I really do appreciate it so very much. Yes, I was calling to see if you were in the building, Elizabeth. And now you're in the building. Elizabeth Lander is in the building. I'm so glad that that young man from Belmont was found safe. Yeah, me too, Chico. For sure. I agree with that, Amethyst. I think that we have a good group of people that is willing to work together to make sure that that happens, to try to do all that we can to work together to get the attention of the people that need it. Because without those laws, this is just going to get worse. And we've got to keep standing up for the victims because they're the ones that matter. Now, this is Jalen Samira Cates, missing since January 24th, 2025 from Mullins, South Carolina. She's listed in National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. She's been missing since January 24th of 2025 from Mullins, Marion County, South Carolina. That's one county over from Horry County, where I am. Jalen is 15 years old. She is a female. Looks like she wears glasses. And this is all the information that the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children has listed on her. She does have an NCIC number. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Jalen Samira Cates, please contact the Marion County Sheriff's Office at 843-423-8216. And also we have Chloe Grace Weevil, who is missing out of Greenville, South Carolina. She went missing January the 17th, 2025, a day before my birthday, and she was located safe. So I wanted to give you guys that update as well. We got just a few more, and then I'm going to let you guys get on out of here. This is Kimberly Austin. She's still missing since February the 4th of 2025 from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. She's 42 years old. Last seen at 4 p.m. on February the 4th in the 5600 block of the 15501 highway interchange. She's 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighs 200 pounds. Last seen wearing an orange blouse and black pants. She has a single nose piercing, and she's not believed to be in danger, but her family is very concerned about her. If you have any information or have seen Kimberly Austin in the Chapel Hill area, please call 911, or you can contact the Chapel Hill Police Department at 919-968-2760. We also have Amanda Nicole Brown, missing out of Anderson County, South Carolina. Detectives are looking for this woman after she was last seen on February 17th in the area of Martin Road in Star. She may have been going to visit a friend near the Anderson Jockey Lot. Brown previously went missing earlier this month, but she was soon located, and now she has run off again. If you have any information on her whereabouts, you can contact the Anderson County Sheriff's Office and reference case number on this flyer. If you have any information, please do share this flyer out. We have one more from Anderson County. This is Jimmy Ramey, last seen by his family members on February 18th of 2025. Jimmy is 5 feet 10 inches tall, 230 pounds. He was last seen wearing black sneakers, blue jeans, and a red t-shirt. He was driving a 2004 Chevy Colorado bearing the South Carolina tag 371, A as in apple, R as in red, V as in Victor. There is a chance he may have traveled to the area of Ayersville, Georgia. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Jimmy Ramey, please reach out to the Anderson County Sheriff's Office at the number on this flyer, and there is a case number that you can reference. Thank you, Vibrator. I'll take a look at that, and we will definitely talk about that, maybe on Thursday, for sure. Oh, good, Gigi. I'm so glad you bought a shirt. Thank you so much for doing that and paying it forward to the 501c3. That means a lot to me. So the Duke has finished up his bike. So I told him he wanted me to show y'all. He painted his bike, the front fender, and he put a new wheel on it. Hang on, let me see if I can get my phone in front of this camera. I can't load it up to StreamYard right now. So there it is. He did a pretty good job. He put that tire on and he painted the front fender. He did all that himself. He bought the metal because it had some scratches on it, so he replaced it and painted it. Bought the Harley paint and everything. And he did it himself. So I said, babe, it looks good. So I told him, I said, okay, well, I'll show everybody. Wait a minute. Did you say Nightbot timed you out? Is that what you said, Cash? What? Oh, was it not showing Cash any love? Nightbot doesn't love Cash. Motorbikes scare you? Well, they kind of scare. You know, it's really not that they scare me. It's the people that ride around us that scare me. You like that? He's got it looking pretty good. I will email it to you. The one from Kentucky. I will certainly send it over to you. And that's pretty much all that I have for right now. I've given y'all all the most recent updates, although I have people that are texting me right now telling me that there is more flyers that I need to share. And I've kept y'all here for so long already. But I see that Nick Burgess is actually live right now talking about Sebastian Rogers' case. And I don't know if you guys have heard the latest update that he posted about Sebastian Rogers, but I did want to read that to y'all in case you didn't hear that update today. Would you like for me, guys, to pull it up so you can read it for yourself, and while I read it aloud to you, or I can just read it from my phone? I can do either one, but I see that Nick Burgess is live right now. I mean, we could always watch it if you wanted to. Although I can't imagine what that must look like right now, because I can only imagine what people are saying over there, right? Chico, my dad doesn't like me riding motorcycles because his best friend got ran over by an 18-wheeler that a guy fell asleep at the wheel and ran a stoplight in a major intersection and ran over his friend and stopped right on top of him, and he was trapped underneath the wheel. And it happened right in front of my dad. And he died. And my dad hates it. My dad does not like motorcycles at all. So, but I don't think that, the update that he actually gave, I mean, it's not bad, but I'm telling you, he's live right now, and I can only imagine what that was like. But I just didn't know if you guys wanted to hear it. But I will read you the update that he did give 8 hours ago, and I'm going to share that with you now, because we are on the cusp of the 1-year mark for Sebastian Rogers. And of course, you guys know that I did interview Chris and Katie on my channel. I've had a lot of people, comment how they feel about that. People feel very differently. I probably would have never covered that case had I not known Katie's cousin, who was a personal friend of our family. I didn't even know that. I don't know Chris and Katie personally. I've never met them in real life, but I've known Katie's cousin for quite some time, and she has watched my channel before Sebastian ever went missing, and that was why she reached out to let her cousin know that, hey, I know somebody that has a channel. She spreads awareness for missing people, and I'm sure she'd be willing to help in any way that she could. And that's how I got connected with them. And I just told them that, give me any information that you want me to share. I'll be happy to do it. Katie was very upset, and I asked them some key information, that they wanted me to share, and I was going to do the live stream without them speaking. They were going to be there watching and chat as I shared the information that they so graciously asked me to do. And then they changed their mind and asked me to come up on panels so that they could speak. And of course, I allowed them to do so. I wanted to clarify that I had more than 2,000 subscribers at the time. I actually had 7,000 subscribers. No, that's not a lot. But as with any family that I have ever spoken to, I always give them resources to NCMEC, to different 501c3s that offer search and rescue, that offer assistance. I also recommended for them to reach out to law enforcement and ask to do a press conference so they could plead for Sebastian's return on the news, as well as to reach out to their local news stations. And they still wanted me to do my live stream. And that was their decision. So, of course, I'm still going to share his information. But I always recommend that to all of the families. I always give them the resources for them to make the calls and do the things that they need to do. I provide that for all families. Because I have been an advocate since I have worked in the healthcare field. And I take classes to keep up with being an advocate. And that is why you don't find me doing all of the things that other people do on their channels. It's because I'm not here for that. I'm simply here to provide support and resources to families so that they can reach out to get the people who can actually help them. And then I will also be willing to share awareness, make flyers, and share any factual information that the family asks me to. Because that's what advocating means. So, do I know if anybody's guilty of anything? I don't. All I care about is the person who is missing because they don't have a voice and they deserve to come home. And I do hope that Sebastian will be found. And I hope that he'll be found alive and brought home safe. And that's the most important thing to me. I would never wish that on anybody. Exactly, Chico. I'm just here to help get out the awareness. And I just wanted to make sure that I clarified that for everybody, because I have clarified that now since he's been missing. I'm not here to pick a side. I'm here to help provide information so that if somebody has a tip, an actual credible tip, they can reach out to the TBI or to FBI. I'm not here to put in my 10 cents about what I think, because that's not going to help bring him home. So let's go over this information. I'm going to make this full screen right here so we can take a look at this. This, Lord, I just kicked myself out. Hang on. There we go. Okay. So over here on his post 8 hours ago says, I see so many questions. Some I can answer, some I can't, but I'll try. Join me Facebook Live right here at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Your questions and comments on the latest 1 year after Sebastian Roger disappeared. See you then. The mystery remains. 1 year ago this week, Sebastian Rogers disappeared from his Hendersonville, Tennessee home. This is a grim milestone. The longer a child goes missing, the less likely that child is ever found. But no one is giving up. As promised, now is a good time to give you an update on the investigation. Speculation and rumors continue to run rampant on social media. As many of you that's watching this live stream, whether you're here now or on the replay, if you're on YouTube, you know all about that, or if you're on Facebook. Bogus video surfaces, false leads, baseless accusations. If you are hoping for some new revelation here, you will be disappointed. I am simply spelling out the latest factual details from those closest to the ongoing investigation. This past weekend, I spoke exclusively with Sumner County Sheriff Eric Craddock, EMA Director Ken Widener, District Attorney Ray Whitley, and my sources inside the TBI. Here now is what they tell me. It is unknown if Sebastian, who would now be 16, is alive or deceased. After a year, this is not a cold case. It remains active, with detectives chasing down all leads. Sadly, in recent months, those leads called in by the public have slowed to a trickle. This case is not a criminal investigation. This case is not a criminal investigation. Do y'all see that? There remains no evidence of foul play. Sebastian's mother, stepfather, and biological father are not suspects and have cooperated. I know people are frustrated that there is not more to tell. This sentiment remains. A 15-year-old boy with autism does not just vanish. Could he have run away? Was he abducted? How on earth do you explain it? I wish I could, but I can't, and neither can those investigating the case. They have tracked down every lead, searched every viable area, questioned dozens of people, and have found nothing. Yes, they do have theories they can't share publicly, but say there is simply no evidence to support any of those theories. So 1 year later, the mystery of what happened to Sebastian Rogers remains. It is heartbreaking. If you have any tips about what happened to this young man, please reach out to 1-800-TBI-FIND, because his family deserves to have answers, and Sebastian deserves justice, whatever that may look like. I don't necessarily have any particular thoughts about it because I don't really know what happened. This case is truly heartbreaking. Here's the link in chat for the FBI flyer for Sebastian Rogers. I encourage you to go read there for updates and to check in with TBI Newsroom about Sebastian Rogers for updates, because really anything other than the facts is not helping bring this young man home. And I'm going to see if I can get that link for Sebastian in the TBI Newsroom. And I'm going to share that with you guys in the chat, so you'll have the link to be able to go check on those updates. I'm going to drop it in chat now. So we got the FBI link and we have the TBI newsroom link. I don't think the drama and the fighting and the injunctions and all of these things are helping find Sebastian. This child deserves dignity and respect. All of his personal trauma and things that have been shared out on social media and put up for fodder is embarrassing. And it's shameful. This young man deserves dignity, and he deserves to be found, not be exploited and used as some type of cash cow. So that is the latest update that Nick Barris shared. And I wanted to make sure that I shared it with y'all before we ended this live stream. When you think about being on social media, before you type some craziness into the chat, think about the families. Think about the person that's missing. And if they do come home one day, what they're going to see if they ever have to go on the internet about themselves and the things that people have done and said in their name. Because they matter. That's the reason we're here to begin with. When we're talking about these cases. And I just hope that you guys will remember that. I appreciate all of the moderators for being here. I appreciate all of the members for supporting this channel. I appreciate all of the memberships that were gifted tonight. You guys mean so very much to me. We're going to keep sharing out factual information and sharing these faces. Because every missing person deserves to come home. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll catch you again on Thursday so we can talk about some more cases. Take care, guys. Bye, y'all.
You've been sitting in the backseat, running out of places you can hide. It's like you're drowning in concrete when you're too afraid to speak your mind. Don't let it pull you down this time. Dust it off, discover your brave. Rising up and breaking the waves. Stand up like you're fighting for survival. Shout it like you got no time to lose. 'Cause nothing's gonna break you or take your crown. Show them that the courage shines in you. Keep on fighting. Keep on fighting. Now you're coming out swinging, sweeping like a fearless hurricane. You can see yourself winning, rising from the shadows unafraid. There's nothing in your way. Dust it out, discover you're brave. Keep on rising up and breaking the waves. Stand up like you're fighting for survival. Shout it like you got no time to lose. 'Cause nothing's gonna break you or take your crown. Show them that the courage shines in you. Keep on fighting. Keep on fighting. Never give up, never give in. Oh, 'cause there's no time.